Me, Beth's Golden. I am a few minutes late today. I apologize. I got stuck at the farm picking up a prescription for my kiddos, but I wanted to jump on today and do a really fun technique with you. And it's actually something that Eileen Hall reminded me of in one of her videos with shaving cream and creating backgrounds with shaving cream. And I actually used to use shaving cream in the classroom a lot when I taught preschool and also at home with my kids on the countertop. The kids loved to play in it, but I had exterior or ulterior motives in that shaving cream actually cleans. It's a cleanser, so it cleans your surfaces. So I used to have about once a week, I'd let my preschoolers play with shaving cream on their little desk, and I get that all the little surfaces in there real clean. Same here, same thing here. So I love playing with shaving cream. I hope you guys enjoy this because it's going to be fun. But what I'm doing is I'm going to create a background. I want to use one of these dies to create a 5x7 card. And these dies are the new Rita Bearcat dies. They just came out this month. She has a monthly set that comes out. These are her new ones. I think they're so adorable. So I'm going to create a background for one of these. Now I'm going to be doing it with going to create two different backgrounds. I'm going to be using the Color Box Blends 2 in Tutu, Beach, Place, and Bay. And this is Eileen Hall's color blends, and this is how she demonstrated it. Not sure if these are out yet. I haven't been able to find them anywhere yet. I know they're coming out in March, so I'm still keeping my eye out for that. When I find them, I'll let you know. And then I'm also going to create, with shaving cream, the same technique, basically with Ken Oliver's liquid watercolor. So this should be lots of fun. So let's first start with the blends, and we can just see the difference. And there's really no rhyme or reason to this. You're just going to take your shaving cream. I found mine at Walmart for 88 cents. And I just kind of squirt a little bit down. Does not take much, really. And then I'm going to just take my blends and dollop in a few different areas. My pretty little blends like so. That was the Tutu. This is Bay. And I am kind of keeping my families in mind. If you don't know what I'm talking about regarding color families, check out the video that I did last week. I did an extensive video on the importance of color families so you don't get mud. Beach is the next. All right, so now that I have those, I'm going to take my spatula and I'm just going to kind of swivel it through a little, not much. Now the fun part. I'm going to take a piece of mixed media paper. I like this because it can hold up. And I'm just going to smoosh my paper into it, like so. All right. And then I'm going to go back through, and then you can kind of, once you see how it's laying on the paper, you just kind of go back in and swoosh it around like so. And then I just like to, at the end, kind of pat it all out so the shaving cream comes out on the edges. I don't use this technique on every surface. I just am using it on my Ken Oliver splat mat. I love it because this splat mat kind of holds to any surface so it sticks. I'm not sliding around, and it is an easy cleanup. I'm afraid if I did it on like my glass mat or something like that, it would end up leaving like a film, so I don't want that. All right, so this is looking pretty darn good. Now, I could go back through and collect all of this shaving cream and, just keep laying this out. But for the sake of video, I'm going to take off the excess and just put it on a paper towel over here. And then we're going to do another one. But let me show you what to do with this. I'm going to let it kind of sit there for a minute. All right. And I'm just getting up the majority of it, like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spatula and I'm just going to go across and pick up that excess shaving cream. And look, that beautiful design, it still holds. Isn't that so cool? And then I'll set this aside to dry, and while this dries, I'll go on and try this with the Ken Oliver watercolor. So that looks really cool. And it smells good too, because, you know, shaving cream is a soap. Alright, so from here, I do want to take and just clean that up a little bit with a paper towel and some water. There we go. Alright, just because I don't want to cross-contaminate my colors. So I'm going to do the Ken Oliver watercolor, and I'm going to put, you know, shaving cream out again. This time though, I'm actually going to take and kind of flatten it out before, just kind of a different way to do this. And it really holds its shape, you know, nice. Okay, I bet you could use this with any kind of liquid ink. I think you could use this technique. This would be fun for the kids too. Okay, so the first color I'm going to put down is some Merlot. And these are his earth tone watercolors. They're so beautiful and vibrant. And then let me put down some Terra Verde. This is a green. I might get some brown on this now, which I'm kind of okay with. But whenever I'm mixing a cool and a warm, so I might get some brown. So we'll see. And then indigo. And from here, I'm going to take this piece of paper and smoosh it down and kind of manipulate it around here. And the color really does hold nice, you know, and you can mix in kind of that white and kind of dip in it and just playing with it. Don't be afraid to get your fingers dirty. It's just soap. It's just even good. Look how cool that looks. Okay, so let me dip it in that. Try to pick some of that up. So cool. So this creates, you can get like a really fun marbled background with it, depending on what you're doing, and, you know, just keep slamming it in shaving cream. How fun is this? Wouldn't kids have fun with this? Like some watercolor, like some kid-safe watercolor. Oh, so fun. And look, such a pretty mess too. So I'm going to set this aside for a minute, and then I'm going to go ahead and look, this is still holding, and pick this up. Now again, you could go through and save all this. I'm not, but I probably would. Honestly, I probably would just sit here and do this all the time. But, you know, for the sake of being respectful of your time, I'm going to pick it up. And we will do one more after this. So again, I'm just going to take my spatula and run it on over to pick up that color or the excess shaving cream so it can dry. Oh, it smells so good. If you have a particular fragrance of shaving cream you like, I suggest you get that. And that's a really pretty background as well. So let's just do one more for the fun of it, and then I'll show you some of the other color combos that I've done with this technique that's already dry and ready, and go from there. So this time, okay, I'm going to be daring. I'm going to be daring you guys. I'm going to lay down both my watercolor and also my blends. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm going to do two. All right. So let's put our blends down first. Actually, let's do some green from both. So I'll do the frog in my blends. And I will do some Terra Birdie in my blends, and my watercolor, excuse me. And the watercolor, woo, it really comes really fast, so just keep that in mind. Let's do uniform because that's really blue. I don't think it's really a purple. It's beautiful though. Maybe a little purple. We'll see. And let me do some indigo. And let's finish off with some bay. You know what? I'm going to be real daring. I'm going to throw in some yellow orchid. We might end up with mud on this. We might end up with mud, but I think the yellow would be fun. So let's do this. This is the watercolor. And let's do golden. It was named after me. She said so. Kidding, of course. I said that and she just kind of let me go with it. All right, so from here, I've laid out all those different kinds, right? That's so crazy. Now this time, I'm just going to kind of take and move it around like so already. Get it kind of started. This is going to be probably pretty darn bold. Maybe ugly. We'll see. It's all fun. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. What do we get? Oh, how cool is that? Over here. Oh, I love the kind of the swooshy smooshy feel we got going. Oh, I'm going to just smoosh it through. Oh, I like that. So look how awesome that turned out. And since I stuck with the green was the common between the blue and the yellow, I'm not getting mud. I'm getting, if anything, green. So that totally worked. So just keep that in mind. Okay, I love this. This is so fun. Okay, so I'm going to set this one aside. Again, my pile of shaving cream here. Throwing this on. You know, I'm so tempted to throw all of this shaving cream down onto my splat mat and see what we get. You know what? I think I'm gonna. Why not? I'll do that next. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to take and wipe that up. And wipe that up. Wipe that up. And look at that pretty background. So I'm going to get another piece of paper. I'll get a bigger piece of paper this time, and we'll just take all that leftover. I know. It's so pretty, right, Trisha? How fun is that? All right. I'm going to go get a piece of paper, and we are just going to take our excess shaving cream, and we're going to make a background. And let's just see what we get. It might be ugly, but it might be awesome. Okay, so it's a bigger piece of mixed media paper this time, and I just pulled it right on out of my book. Let me lay this all out. Oh my goodness. So this is crazy, you guys. This is seriously play. All right, let's see what we can do with this, okay? If you're just joining me, this is shaving cream art. Okay, so here we go. We're just gonna, oh wow, I love what's coming out up here. Do you see that? That's cool. Now we might get mud eventually on this, but we will never know until we play. All right, let's see here. Ooh, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of that? Do you like that? I think it's kind of cool. Let me get some up here. Like so. I think I got it all covered. Let's do it again. Let's do one more. Now I'm addicted. See? So let me take and I'm going to set this aside for now because I want to clean it. Let me do one more, and let's see what we can pick up here this time. Let me pull this all back into the center. So much fun. So much shaving cream fun. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. It looks like marble, right? I know. I'm telling you. You got kids, grandkids. This is where it's at. Although for this, since you're using ink, I probably would have them do it outside. Okay, so here we go one more time. Now we're starting to now we're really starting to get those blends in. So we'll see what we get. I'll pull all the excess shaving cream off of the paper in just a minute. Okay. I kind of love that. How cool is that? we're getting a little, not brown yet. It's still maintaining the integrity of those colors. So that's really neat. All right, one more time, and then I think that this is going to be it for this mass of shaving cream fun. One more piece. You could do this with copy paper. You don't have to have like expensive mixed media paper at all, really. It doesn't get that wet, even though shaving cream is wet. It's really not wet. Let's see. Okay, now our colors are really starting to blend in, and we're getting, it's still a pretty background. I mean, I kind of like it. You know, more of the earthy tones. The green kind of took over, which is okay. All right, so how fun is that? All right, let me grab, you know, and you could even, I mean, look at that. That's my tissue, my paper towel that I've been using. I mean, you could totally Mod Podge this into your art journal. That would be freaking amazing, right? And it's relatively easy to clean up. Again, for this, I have several different craft mats. I love the splat mat for this technique. All right, so let's take my spatula now, and let's just reveal our colors by I'm just going to take this, and this is important because your shaving cream, if you decide to just leave the shaving cream there, you totally can. I'm sure it will eventually dry out. May even have some texture on that. I'm too impatient, so I just take my spatula over and take off all of it, and I just get that beautiful bottom. So this is the last one that we did with all of those colors. As you can tell, it's starting to get muted, which is still so pretty. And then let's do the next one. And this is the second to the last one that we just did. And I can really see that pink kind of in the center right there. Really pretty. And I'm not real worried if I'm kind of getting this all over my space. I mean, it's soap. Really, that's all shaving cream is just whipped soap. All right, this one's cool. Love this one. This is the first one that we did with all that mix. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to show you some of the other ones that I made as I was learning or rediscovering, I was learning how to do this process, because, you know, I've only played with shaving cream with my preschoolers and with my children when it's just been clean. I've never bothered to mix into it. That is all Eileen Hall that gave me that idea. And I was watching one of her videos. She's the maker of color blends, of the blends. So that's how she actually made some of her backgrounds for her. I think she did some stuff for her mini albums with it. She made some really beautiful marble backgrounds for the mini albums using that technique. So definitely go check out the color box, and like I think she has a couple of videos out on scrapbook.com, and I think she also has her own channel. Not quite sure. I wish I could remember where I found that, you guys, because that would be helpful if I knew where I found it. I was looking at, you know how you do, you just browse Facebook and you find something that's cool and then you forget. Bye. So all right, so let me show you these. How to clean up my workspace a little. All right, so these are the ones that we did today. So pretty, right? They're not quite dry yet. Don't want to work on those yet. Want to let them dry. These are the ones that I've done previously, and these are the ones I did with the color blends. These are the ones that I did with the watercolor and the shaving cream. Really, the intensity, the color blends tend to hold their shape more, when you drop it, so you have to kind of maneuver it more, and the watercolors tend to just kind of flow. So I like them both. I think they're both pretty. They're completely dry. I can work on them now. And for this, I use one of these. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think I'm going to use this little gal just to do a card base. A little 5x7 card base. So this is going to be really, really simple. All I have to do is just put her on some pop dots, because the die cuts are done, literally. And these are by Rita Bearcat. She's a little Etsy store. She also has a website. And her specialty is in these little cute girls. She does these amazing, whimsical, magical type girls. So much fun. So I'm just going to put her on some pop dots. And then this is a 5x7 base. Put her down about here. And then I have a sentiment that I pulled out of my Tim Holtz Chit Chat thing. It's a Chit Chat book I picked up at, I think it was, oh gosh, I want to say Hobby Lobby. And so I'm just doing have a wonderful day for a sentiment on this. And I'm going to take my Jane Austen paint over pen. If you guys have not heard of this pen or these pens or tried them, they're awesome. You can use them over paint, acrylic paint, whatever, and they're so cute. Oh, they're so cool. So I'm just going to take and just outline my sentiment, and I am using the jellyfish. They come in packs of 4 or 5, and usually there's 2 whites, which is really nice if you just did a dark background. So that's kind of freaking awesome. And then from here, I'm just going to take my Stickles and add a little bit of bling to my gal. I like to just bling up the hair. So I'm going to, these are the new Stickle colors. This is Mermaid Tail. I'm going to use Hibiscus and then also Unicorn on her. So I just kind of, just to put in, I want to keep the colors with what the illustrator, what Rita did. So I just like to throw in the purple where there's purple and whatnot. I'm not going to like do up her outfit or anything. I really just want it to be the hair. And then I'll show you something else that just came out that you can get. I'm so glad that you can get the next thing that I'm going to show you, because I hate showing stuff and then finding out that, you know, like those blends. I wish they were out because they are so cool. All right, so she's looking kind of cute, right? And then I'm just going to take this unicorn one and add it right on her beautiful unicorn horn. So I have with me a new product that Beacon just came out, and you might have been seeing it all over social media. So I'm going to try it on this. These glow in the dark. It is Glow Bright in the Dark marking gel. It also is an adhesive. So apparently, I haven't tried it, so I'm going to do it right now with you guys the first time. I'm going to put these little bubbles on with it. They're clear flat back bubbles by Brutus Monroe. And there's 4 colors. It's pink, green, orange, and blue. So not only does this glow in the dark, but it also can act as a glue, which I think is kind of cool. What makes this different than, say, the glow-in-the-dark Nuvo drops is those Nuvo drops are not adhesive, and they hold their shape. I don't think that this holds its shape. I think this is strictly a glue and a marking gel. So what I'm going to do, and I should have had this prepped, I apologize. This is available right now on the Beacon website for more information. They sent me said, and it will be available at Hobby Lobby on May 15th is when it hits stores. I'm going to be able to get it at Hobby Lobby or on Beacon's store for now. Probably for the next year. Usually that's how those work. All right, so what I want to do is you get a couple of these little bubbles out. Now usually I would add a couple, but since I do have this new glue that has a color to it and it glows in the dark, I thought this would be fun. So I'm just going to take and randomly do a couple of them. So I'm going to do 3 blue and then 2 of the orange. So that color, that glow in the dark color, is going to shine right through on the bubble. That's my whole thought on this. That's why I'm trying it out like this. All right, so we're going to let that set up, and then I'm going to use the orange also. Okay. And actually, I might pop another couple of these down. Let me do down here. So let me do an orange behind her, and then let's do an orange right down there. And then we'll call this card face good. So I'm going to be really curious to see if this holds and what it looks like. I'll post pictures of it over on my Instagram account, and then tomorrow I'll try to remember to pull it out and we can see. But yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this today. This was so much fun. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sun and Moon Arts. I love it. It was so much fun. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please feel free to give this video a share. I think it'd be great for kiddos to do. Shaving cream and ink. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Until next time, happy crafting.